my nails right now. But I decided to go live and see what the big fuss is about this whole coffee date thing. Because there's two stories going around. There's a story going around where a woman, she said no about a coffee date. And then there is a story about a woman going supposed to go on a coffee date, and the guy, he messaged her before the date, and he's like, yeah, I ate already. He let her know that he ate already. Basically saying like, I ate already, I'm not buying you nothing to eat. But it was a lot of women who were upset that this woman, the first woman, didn't want a coffee date. She didn't accept the coffee date. And people were very upset, and because of how she looked and how they thought she looked, they felt that should have taken the coffee date. Like, take what you can get. Take what you can get. You look like whatever. Hey, Jay Scorpio, you should take what you can get. You should settle. And she's like, she's not going on no coffee dates. And people were mad about that. And I'm just like, if she doesn't want to go on a coffee date, why are y'all so bothered by it? I could not understand why they're so bothered by it. And to me, I know the men are bothered by everything, but for women to be bothered by it and then say, well, I go on coffee dates, I do coffee dates, and da 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 da. That's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, that's your business. Or getting mad because somebody else doesn't want to go on a coffee date, and now you're upset and big mad. I mean, big mad in the comments. Like, that's not what she wanted to do. And then the girl that did want to go on a coffee date, you know, he told her, I ate already. I'll see you later. Like, I ate. I'm not, insinuating that he's not paying for food, which is fine. You don't have to pay for something that you don't want to pay for. But expecting someone to do something that you feel is better for you, really, or you feel like, oh, I don't want to go on a, I don't want to go on a date with somebody and spend all this money and then not like them. So are you just going on dates with people, but you're not talking to them beforehand? Hey, Caitlin, you're going on dates with these people, but you're not talking to them beforehand. So you just meet and then you just, okay, we're gonna go on a date, and then you don't talk any time between the date, because shouldn't that be the time where you feel like, okay, do I like this person, between that time and the date? But people aren't doing that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not dating. So thank you, Caitlin. So it's just like, Caitlin, why are you being weird asking me, do I have kids? What does that have to do with coffee dates? So anytime you guys get up here and you're being weird, I'm calling you out on the weirdness. I don't care. I'm calling you out on it. If you want to be weird, you want to know way too much, I am going to call you out on the weirdness. You can say hi. You can ask me what I'm talking about. But this weirdness, do you have kids? Where do you live? All that stuff, all that personal stuff that y'all don't need to know, I'm calling you out on it. Now, back to what I was saying. If you're not getting to know somebody in between that time, between a date and, like, I don't know, it's just weird to me. So now it's like, we don't do coffee dates. People are mad that you don't do coffee dates. But the women that do coffee dates, you're texting them and telling them, it's just coffee date. We're not going nowhere else. We're not eating. We're not doing nothing. Because you want to get to know somebody. You should be getting to know, like, if you, I've been on threads. So on threads is like, they talk about hi E Money. They talk about dating a lot on threads. It's like heavy dating threads, like it's a hashtag. So this is like I heard about the coffee date thing on Threads. So it's like, hi Daniel, hi Mariel. And it's like, you, as a woman, you can't win. Like, you can go on coffee dates, you could not go on coffee dates. They're still going to talk about you. So if you have a set standard for yourself, and you know you don't do coffee dates and you don't want to do coffee dates, that's fine. If you do coffee dates, that's fine too. But sitting up here, for y'all that's just joining, I'm doing my nails. But sitting up here for, sitting up here and just knocking people because of what they do or what they don't do, it's like, it's like, Louis, you're being weird and about to get blocked. It's, it's, it's just weird to me. Like, why are you so mad that somebody doesn't want to do a coffee date? There's nothing wrong with that. I can not hard. Like, Diego, you're getting blocked too. It's just, I don't know. I don't see the point of being mad because someone has set a standard for themselves. They set a tone for themselves. They're not trying to, get dressed to go on a coffee date. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. When you start talking crazy stuff, you're gonna get blocked. I'm not doing this with y'all. Thank you, MATE. And it's like a thing now where people, men want to go on coffee dates and the women aren't taking the coffee dates, and now it's an issue. And now you're a gold digger, and now you're this. Like, there's restaurants, there's fast food, there's 5-star, and there's so much in between that. Like, I don't understand why people think that you have to go to a 5-star restaurant. You don't. You do not have to go to a 5-star restaurant. You do not have to go to a. You don't have to go to a restaurant at all. I mean, it's just. I don't know. There's the in between. There's McDonald's, and then there's what is everybody talking about now? Noble, however you say it. There's in between. There's what do we call it? There's just there's different things that you can do, but nobody wants to do that, and people don't understand. Like, what is it like? When you go to I heard there was issues with just certain restaurants, like Cheesecake Factory. Could not think of it. There were certain issues with Cheesecake Factory. What is the? Why can't you go to Cheesecake Factory? It's just, I don't know. It's just odd. It's just odd. Hi, Finster. So there's so many restaurants in between, and now it's just we're going to a coffee shop. Why? Why? And I mean, if you don't have money to date, then you shouldn't be dating. There's nothing wrong with not dating. Working on yourself, getting your money up, and just being cool with being by yourself. And I think that's the problem with these coffee dates, these women that are, they're rejecting the coffee dates. They're not scared to be alone. And people don't like that. They're not scared to be alone. And I'm not even saying that they are alone. They probably have other dates. I mean, people asking them out on dates, they have other dates. They don't have to go on a coffee date. They choose not to. And the whole thing is like, oh, women are gonna die alone and they're gonna die alone with their cats. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe they don't want to be. Hi, Emma, baby. Thank you. Maybe they don't want to be going on dates with people who don't even want to take the time out to really plan a real date. Like, if you really talk about it, a coffee date is not. It's not a real date. It's not a date at all. It's not planned out. And if you're talking to this person before the date, you're getting to know them. You're getting to know what they like, what they don't like, what you like about them, what they don't like about you. And you're going back and forth and you're getting to know people. But No, hi Finster. Nobody's doing that. And I and I'm just on the outside looking in because the way people are talking about the dating world now, it's kind of like, wouldn't you just rather stay home or take yourself out at this point? Because it's it sounds terrible. The dating world sounds terrible right now, and maybe it's the the people that they're around. Maybe they need to move around to some different people. But it doesn't seem like anybody's finding anybody, and everybody's just kind of like winging it. I guess I don't know. But they nobody seems like they're having a good time dating, and it's not funny, but it is funny because everybody's having stories now, and they're going online and they're telling their stories about all the bad dates that they had, and it's like you might as well just stay home or just date yourself, take yourself out on a date, and call it a day at this point, or you need to move and get away from the type of people that you're dating are kind of like it's kind of like crabs in a barrel. Everybody's kind of the same, and nobody's trying to be different. Nobody's trying to work on themselves. Nobody's into personal development. Nobody reads books. Nobody does anything outside of reading Facebook messages and posts, and they're just mentally, they're just it's not there mentally. So when people start talking about stuff and they're talking about this I'm a high value man, I'm a high value woman, and all this stuff, and they're just like, I, I would stay home. I wouldn't even date. Because it's just too much. It's too much and not enough at the same time. Because people are expecting certain things, and when you don't accept the things that they're expecting, now it's a problem. She didn't want a coffee date. What's wrong with that? Nothing. A woman did want a coffee date, and then he called and said that he wasn't gonna. He already ate. So it's like a lose lose with some of these people trying to date, and everybody's talking, and I don't know. I don't know. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do y'all think about her? What do y'all think about her telling the man that she's not going on a coffee date with him? And what do you think about there was another lady who got invited to a coffee date. She was going to go to the coffee date, but the guy called her beforehand and told her that he already ate. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about it. Coffee dates, yes. Coffee dates, no. Coffee dates, maybe.